You just can't have these types of mistakes. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. On first down, here comes this offense. Wide out in motion. They'll leave it with him. Finds just enough daylight to work its way up to the 19-yard line.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Dropping back, it's Ncaa. They'll run the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Getting some heat. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
Man, you talk all week about setting the tone, quieting this crowd. Don't let him get involved. You know how you do that? Get a sack and force a punt on the first possession of the football game. That's a heck of a start for this defense.
That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Offense set on first down. He's going to pass. Caught behind the line. It's Ncaa. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground.
Man, a great job by the QB, finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it on the run. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal.
Well, that's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
And the Broncos have it in scoring position on first and goal.
W's in the chat.
He's looking to throw. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
Hey!
Now it's picked off.
W's in the chat.
And he's
W's in the chat.
But not before putting his offense in business.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Out of the gun to give to the back. Squeezes ahead for a couple. They'll get it out to the 9. Memphis wants to move quickly. Dropping back, it's Hennigan. Back open in the middle. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
Alexa, stop. Alexa, set timer for 5 minutes.
5 minutes, starting now.
Memphis coming to the line with a fresh set of downs. They go to the draw. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down. The Tigers are moving quickly down the field.
And that is exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do. You cannot become one-dimensional and just throw the football every down. Love the offense, sticking to the run. Nice job getting the first down.
Line getting set on second down.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that cue.
The expressway is wide open. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Memphis. What a grab and go for the score.
Well, we know this
Yes,
guy's
sir, skid.
football, and David, he's different.
W's in the chat.
What an athlete with his size and speed.
Dude, it's stupid. You want me to play defense now against all these guys and all this speed and skill all over the yard, and then you got a tight end like this who can not only catch it with his big frame and his big body, but do that after the catch.
Hey.
It's so hard to play defense nowadays.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the score comes courtesy of the big play, covering 61 yards on the touchdown pass. They're lining up to boot it away. And he's coming out of the end zone. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Boise State ready to send out that offense. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, and it just seemed like
Looking deep. Snags it on the right. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
it's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down. The Broncos have taken it inside the 20. They'll throw it from the red zone. Going for 6. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
He wants to pass it on second down. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Boise State.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
He'll try to tack on one more. Smashes it through for the PAT. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone, it's Banks. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Anderson.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible, and sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. But I can throw it to them. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of it.
Second and short now after that completion. Wants to throw. It's Hennigan. Throws to the tight end. Fires the pass. Intercepted. He was dreaming of getting a few more on that return, but they'll take it in business at the 32.
And this ball looks like it just got away from the quarterback. I think he made the right decision. He was going to the receiver that seemed open, but just not very accurate on the throw, and that leads to the interception.
They're going to open this drive with a pass. Deep shot for the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming.
What a play by the defender there, guys. In his own end zone, the offense has taken a shot, and if that defender was just one step behind, that would have been a touchdown. But the hit forces the incompletion.
After the incompletion, here comes 2nd and 10 from the 32. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And it's incomplete, going for the massive, explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
It's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
They're trying to get to it. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Quickly to the tight end. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanking the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
Going up top on 1st down. Complete in the middle. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline.
And a really good job by the quarterback being very decisive. He saw his matchup. He went for it. He attacked it. Got the positive gain. I would say he's going to find that guy a few more times today.
Cranking up a drive like that can really get you going. It's 1st down from the 44. He wants to throw. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And he's got it inside the 30-yard line. Memphis picking up the tempo. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got it behind the line. It's Anderson. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
You can just see the command this guy has of the offense. He's been picking this defense apart, matriculating the ball down the field. He's now got him in the red zone, close to the goal line. I wouldn't be surprised if they just keep letting him throw it.
Scanning the field, it's Hennigan. He makes a grab. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. He gets it in. Touchdown, Tigers.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. They
Ncaa.
that passing game up. Keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff team out there.
Hey man, son, man, W's in the chat.
But see what he can get done from inside his own 15. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Just enough time for one final play of the half. One back in the backfield. He gets to carry. Makes him talk to the hand. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. The Tigers will line up to kick off and start the second half. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half. I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires into traffic, it's picked off. Takes it the other way. Running inside the 20. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Tigers. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get in and take it back to the house.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say...
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Every journey begins with a step. This offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. He's finally got it out of bounds, and even with that kind of pickup, they are still short of the first down. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Scrambling away. He's looking on the right side. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense.
Nice job by the defense there. Talk about when you have your foot on the neck of your opponent, you just keep the pressure down, right? You don't take it off. And with that opportunity on fourth down in their opponent's territory, you get the stop. You now get an opportunity in the second half to build on your two possessions.
Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the...
Ball in the air, intercepted! Didn't get a ton on the return, but they've got it inside the 20 at the 19-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the right. Makes the grab. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
They were backed up, and then suddenly they weren't. They've got it 1st and 10 now inside the 50. Sweet feet on the move. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. And the Broncos in the hurry-up. Trying play action. Looking to the big tight end. Complete downfield. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
They'll try the run. Pickup of 1. It's down at the 11.
Gain of 1. Brings up second down.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He's looking to throw. Makes the grab. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. What's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
Fires into the end zone, and it's caught. Touchdown, Broncos.
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature and you find them, and they produce like this, you keep finding them.
Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. They'll throw it on first down. And that will be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
Man, that's a couple bad throws. Last possession obviously ends in an interception by this quarterback, and now you throw another one, in harm's way. You got to make sure you're throwing to the open guy. Make sure you're taking care of that football. We can't have any more turnovers.
Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Got a man. It's Anderson. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter.
Memphis 21, Boise State 13.
Now facing a third down as they come back to the line after the break. Back to pass, it's Hennigan. Quickly complete. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and and it's intercepted. Hey, huge fourth quarter play for this defense. Taking it the other way, and he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Broncos!
You think he's gonna come back, Chad?
Don't drop it. Then thought, don't
Shit over with.
get caught, and he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense.
Going for the 2, Chad.
I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
Looking to throw. Dances away to buy time. Into the end zone for the two-point conversion, and we are all tied up here in the fourth.
Lots of pressure. You have got to love the way your offense handles business. Down on the goal line, two-point situation. You tie the game if you get it. They do. And now we're going to the wire.
He'll call for the fair catch here. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Right on target this time.
I really like this slot receiver. And I understand he's not the biggest guy in the world, but he just runs really good routes, and he's always under control. He can run option routes. He can run double moves. He does a great job cutting, and he's dangerous after the catch. Nice weapon to have work in the middle of the field.
Looking downfield, it's Hennigan. Going for the big play. And this is going to be intercepted. A big play in a tie game. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. Tie game here with just a few minutes to go. He wants to start this drive with a pass. On the run, still looking. Finds a man on the right. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes a stop. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a crease. It's Ncaa. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Boise State. And they've moved out front here in the fourth.
Ain't that about a bitch, Chad?
How about this offense?
Y'all see that cheating ass shit?
Getting 6 on the board. Now I turn to my defense right now. I said, boys, we need one more stop. Go out there, get me one more.
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. What a finish we have unfolding here. The offense in the waning moments and a chance to take the lead. They'll try to blast their way in. Touchdown Broncos! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
What a great game, tied late in the ball game. Who's going to make the big play? They come up with it late, take the lead. Nice execution. It's hard to execute in these moments. People get tight. The score's tied late in the game. I don't want to mess up, but this offense doesn't worry about messing up. They put the ball in the end zone and take the lead.
They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. From the gun, looking for a man. Makes the grab in the end zone for the 2 as they extend the lead to 8. Quick strike offense on that replay scoring drive. And they finish it off with a short plunge into the end zone. He's going to try his luck from the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Memphis has the ball back, and the offense ready to go to work. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Looking to go up top on first down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
It doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
And the shot to the middle of the field falls to the turf.
Well, they've thrown 2 straight incompletions, and they just need to play pitch and catch on this next play. They're down a possession, and you don't have to necessarily get the first down right here, but if you don't get it, you've got to at least keep the fourth down manageable to give yourself an opportunity to keep pushing the ball down the field and give yourselves a shot to win.
Fires to the wideout. Another incompletion on third down.
Well, they're down a possession, and they're on their own side of the 50, so they need a big one right here. They've just thrown 3 straight incompletions, but it just takes one. It just takes one big play down the field to all of a sudden get that momentum and that juice flowing again to give yourselves a chance to win.
Unloads to the wideout. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. Oh, the ball's on the ground. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
What a roller coaster on that play, Palmer. The defense gets the interception, and then he fumbles the ball trying to return it, but a heads-up play to fall on the football and, in the end, create the turnover.
It's amazing, David, because you know the defense practices getting turnovers. I don't know how often, though, they practice ball security. And they made that one interesting, but at the end of the day, the most important thing is to get the TO.
Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. You already have the lead. Scoring is always good, but milk the clock, and it will be your friend. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
It's really important at this point of the game late that they at least get a field goal here to make this a 2-possession game. So they're staying conservative. They're running the football, keeping it on the ground to execute that idea.
And this defense does it again. Back-to-back plays for nothing. It'll be third down. They'll use a timeout here. You have to be certain at this point in the game. Needs to get it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
After that incompletion on 3rd and short, it's going to be an interesting decision for the head coach because I know he believes in his guys to go get it here on 4th down and pad the lead, but if you kick a field goal, you make it a 2-possession game here in the second half, and I think that's the right decision.
Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away. They've got to push the ball down the field. He's going to throw it from his own end zone. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
It's such a fine line offensively. Late in the game, you got to score, you got to make big plays, but you can't turn the football over. Big-time mistake. This one might cost them.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Broncos!
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail me. Great execution by this offense to put this game away.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied and the timeout is gone. Now a 2-point conversion attempt coming up. They want to throw it. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Ncaa. He's into the end zone for the 2, and the lead is now at 16. That's exactly
That's some
what you want
bullshit,
to do
Jay.
when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. After scoring that touchdown, they'll try to get it right back with an onside kick. They're on it. They recover the onside kick, and they get it right back.
And how about it, man? Just aggressiveness. When you've already got the lead. You got a comfortable lead. You're sitting pretty, but this offense, actually this coach says, I want more. I want to get this onside kick, and not only do they try it, they get it.
Going to the ground. Makes one man miss. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down.
It's got to be tough right now on defense. You need to